Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Well, welcome fans. This is Dusty Wyndham back again with you for more Tatum Coyote Volleyball. As tonight, the Coyotes welcome to the den the Eunice Cardinals. The Cardinals having a tough season so far at 1-13 on the year. And 0-1 in district play, having dropped their lone district match to Hagerman 0-3. And they'll be looking to take on a Tatum team that has improved week in, week out, and got a huge win against Jow just 2 nights ago here in this very gymnasium. So we will be looking at action here in about 12 minutes, it looks like, as we'll get ready to roll once again with Tatum Coyote Volleyball right here on HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, folks, this is Dusty Wyndham back with you again here in Tatum, New Mexico for tonight's broadcast of Tatum Coyote Volleyball. They'll be welcoming in the Eunice Cardinals, who have had a tough year, as we said, at 1-13 on the year. Your Coyotes coming in at 5-8 and 1-0 in district play, whereas 0-1 stands the Cardinal record after entering district play. Now the Coyotes Tuesday night really started out of the gate slowly against Jow, lost that first set 25-21, came back, stormed back actually, to win the next 3 sets and take their first district match of the season right here at home. Now on to number 2, where the Cardinals will look to pull off what is a slight upset in the matchup here in Tatum tonight. Want to give you a quick rundown of the rosters for each side, and we'll start with the visiting Eunice Cardinals. The Cardinals have a senior in Chloe Jones, who wears number 0. Kira Thompson, a freshman, wears number 1. She's an outside hitter. A defensive specialist in Alondra Marine, a junior, wearing number 2. Number 3 is Malin Villa, a freshman setter. Number 5 will be junior Michaela Pierce. She's an outside hitter and, again, a junior. Number 7 would be Sarah Reeves, a middle blocker. It looks like 6-foot senior on the squad. Number 8, another senior, 5 foot 8 inches. It's Amaya Calazo Gillespie. And let's see, number 10, Mariah McGuire, a junior blocker as well. Elizabeth Gaetan. Gaetan is wearing number 11 and a sophomore. And Aubrey Holler, a junior, will wear number 15. On the other side, of course, for Tatum, same roster as we've discussed a few times this season, but we'll start off with number 1, the senior Nikki Hernandez, an outside hitter at 5'3", wears number 1. Aubrey Young, usually the libero for this team, and a defensive specialist, a junior at 5'1", wears number 2. Number 3 would be Avery Hernard. Hernard, a sophomore at 5'6", a middle hitter. Paisley Whitman, a sophomore at 5'5", wears number 5 as well. Number 6 is Allison Dixon, the sophomore at 5'7", who really had a pretty nice night Tuesday against the Jow Panthers. Number 7, Sydney Rice, another sophomore, an outside hitter at 5'5", and again number 7. Number 8 would be the senior Georgia Weir. Weir, a 5'5" setter, wearing number 8. Number 10 is Valeria Mariscal, a 5'4" senior, middle blocker, and somebody that really serves the ball very well, and did against Jow just Tuesday night. The team leader so far this season has been Luann Villasenor. Villasenor will wear number 11. She's listed as an outside hitter, again a junior at 5'5". And then Drannon Young, the sophomore, wears number 14. We'll see her at times throughout this as well. Again, Tatum arriving here with a 5-8 record, 1-0 in district play, looking to continue their winning ways against this Eunice Cardinal team, who is just 1-13 on the season. Got about 3 minutes before we get rolling. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more Tatum Coyote Volleyball here in just a few moments.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And I'm bringing it back just in time to send it back to some messages there, as the national anthem is upcoming. We'll be right back.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And we are back here in Tatum. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thanks for joining us again for tonight's broadcast of Tatum Coyote Volleyball, taking on these Eunice Cardinals. The Cardinals and Coyotes met last on August 26th, with Tatum taking the victory 3-1 over their cross-county rival here. And Coach Pierce will be hoping for more of the same when we get rolling momentarily. I want to thank Jason Kuhn for being here again to be the cinematographer, if you will. We'll see if he can get nominated for an Emmy this year with his work on tonight's broadcast, of course. And don't forget, tomorrow night as well, we'll bring you Tatum Coyote football live from Clayton, New Mexico. in a huge district battle there. Tatum coming off a huge 52-0 win over Dulce just last Saturday. So short rest, 6 days rest for the football team, but they'll be ready to go against the Yellow Jackets tomorrow. So final introductions are being made here. And as of right now, looks like the Coyotes will be wearing pink tonight. And the Cardinals, of course, will be in black with red and white trim. So to get things rolling, it'll be just as tough as it always is in any district matchup. Of course, it's a rivalry across the county, but district play always much tougher than your preseason schedules a lot of time, although that may not be the case with Tatum. They have, again, if you tuned in last week and listened to Coach Pierce on the interview afterwards, they've only played one team this season that had not been ranked when they played, with the exception of tonight here against the Cardinals now. But the tough pre-district schedule, getting the Coyotes ready for district and a chance at the playoffs coming up. As the season winds down, it seems like it's been really quick so far this season. And the Coyotes, of course, pushing towards that 1-0 in district play, while Eunice is 0-1. 1-13 for the Cardinals, 5-8 for your Coyotes here. So we're waiting to see who will be serving first here, as the teams will now shake hands under the net, as is customary before the matches get going. Try to get a look at who is on the floor for Eunice as we get started here. Of course, they're going to huddle up, make that a little tougher before a couple head to the sidelines. And so now several heading that way. Looks like I see number 10, Mariah McGuire. Number 3, Malin Villa. They have a 12 there that I do not have on my roster. I'll try to get that taken care of here shortly. Number 11, Elizabeth Gaetan is out there as well. Number 5, Michaela Pierce. That is number 9, who, again, not on the roster that we have here for Eunice, but we're going to perhaps assume a little, as now a number 21 out on the floor. I'm going to guess that is the libero Chloe Jones. It will be Eunice to start with the serve here, as we are ready to roll in Tatum. Well, the Coyotes misplay the first serve across by said number 9. And now trail at 1-0. Eunice off to a quick start. This time it will be Young to handle it, and then that's going to be Hennard trying to go across the court, but she will go wide and out of play, making it a 2-0 score, Eunice already. So we're going to bring up the microphone. Thank you, Tiff, the producer extraordinaire back at the station. A block at the net, but nobody there to get the loose ball as it falls harmlessly to the ground. And makes it a 3-0 score here for Eunice. Tatum will try to set up some offense. Villasenor will put it across, and it will fall just in to make it a 3-1 score, and the hometown Coyotes will get their first chance to serve here. Just underway in set number 1. And back to serve will be the senior, Nikki Hernandez. So she does get it across the net. The Cardinals will power it back over. Villasenor is able to dig it out, and then Rice gets it back across the net. The Coyotes get it back immediately, but it would appear they got into the net that time to make it a 4-1 score now in favor of Eunice. Eunice gets the serve back. It will be number 21, again, not on our roster. And Tatum will try to score with an offensive chance there. It goes off of 21 and out after Mariscal gets a hand to it to make it a 4-2 set with Tatum behind by 2, but getting the serve back here. It will be Sydney Rice back to serve, coming towards the floor, and gets that one down, but just long this time. It dipped towards the end, but still beyond the end line to make it a 5-3 Eunice lead. Reminiscent of the game against the Panthers just Tuesday night. So returning the favor this time is Via for the Cardinals as she serves long and makes it a 5-3 score here. Tatum still trails by 2 in set 1. Getting the serve back, and it will be Hennard. Played there by number 21. Now they'll have to pop it back across as Via is able to do so. And then quickly over with one hand was Hennard, but into the net again are the Coyotes. And right now the errors are adding up and costing them as they're doubled up on 6-3. Serve back over to the Cardinals. This one comes across. It is played. Dixon tried to get to it, and just grabbing it and catching it that time was Hennard as she was unable to do much with it. 7-3 the score. Eunice ahead here. That is Pierce on the serve. This time it goes long, and it will go back over to the Tatum Coyotes. So far, both teams with errors that have led to giving the serve away and giving points away. Mariscal gets it across. With a chance there were the Cardinals and number 10, and let me get that name for you and make sure we're correct, and Mariah McGuire. So for the first time tonight, the Coyotes hold serve, makes it a 7-5 score here, and Mariscal sends it back across again. So that would be number 1 there. So for Eunice, so the libero idea was wrong of mine. That would be Kara Thompson here. And try to get it rolling once more. And see if we can move on to set number 2 here, where the home team will be serving first. And we'll clear the score out on the scoreboard. And here we are. We've got the modem up and running. It's showing everything is good now. And off the first serve here for Tatum, it's another error for the Cardinals. And again, the network not in the best shape here for our broadcast, but we're going to continue to try to bring it to you as best we can. Hernandez with the serve. They'll pop it back over, will the Cardinals. And a whistle here. Not real sure what the call was, but that'll make it 2-0 here. Coyotes ahead. And with the serve here, also up a set. As here's a shot from the Cardinals. Villasenor back to get to it. And then miscommunication on the back line from Eunice. And that led to yet another Coyote score. That'll make it 3-0. And it will be Hernandez back to serve yet again. This one will go wide and will be out. So Eunice getting the serve back off the service error from Hernandez. Have their first point here in set 2, and they will be ready to serve for the first time here. Can Rice keep that in play? She's unable to do so. It goes across the net on the out-of-bounds side, and the Cardinals have timed it up to a 3-2 score early here in set 2. They trail it by a set as it comes across. Played by Hernandez, put up by Whitman, and what a play on the other side by the Cardinals just to get to it. Cardinals are able to get to it, but the Coyotes will score the point here as there's a rotation Out is Rice, in is Young for the Coyotes, who now lead it 4-2 and get the serve back. So a big swing that time. Unfortunately, just miscuing on it was number 7, Sarah Reeves, the senior, for the Cardinals, and that leads to yet another Coyote score. 5-2 here, and then a whistle, as I believe out of alignment was the rotation for the Cardinals this time, and they're going to get caught with a point there. 6-2 now Tatum, as heading back serve yet again will be Aubrey Young. And waiting for the whistle to put the ball back in play. We have it now, as Young sends it across. It is played. This will be number 9, who, again, we don't have a name for on the roster here, but we will try to get you one. She winds up, swings, and miscues that one into the floor to make it 7-2 Tatum on a roll all of a sudden. And, of course, the announcer's jinx hits, and Young will send that one into the net. That'll make it 7-3 here in Tatum, as Eunice will regain control of the serve. And return the favor straight into the net this time from the Cardinals on that serve. And I'll make it 8-3. Another rotation as Whitman is out and Dixon is in for the Coyotes. Coyotes are up 8-3 here in set 2, leading by a set. And can the Cardinals get to this one, send it across? They will do so. Who will it be? Villasenor on the offensive chance. Blocked at the net. Good defense, but off the fingertips and down for a score for the Coyotes this time. 9-3 the score. So it's Hennard back to serve again. Cardinals with an offensive chance. Do get it across, even though the set a bit behind the attacker that time. Cardinals with another opportunity. They'll get it into the tape, but this time the tape not so kind as it flings it right back at them, making it 10-3. Another serve here from Hennard is across. Rice now on defense, getting it set up for Villasenor, who goes with the left hand a little too softly. Noticed a spot in the defense that was bare, but unable to get it over the net and into that spot, making it 10-4 now, as Eunice will regain the serve and send it across. Played straight up by Hernandez, and Villasenor hustles to get to it, but caught in no man's land that time, as that ball was well out of play. 10-5 now, as Eunice looks to start a streak of their own. Villasenor gets it across, and it's down just in front of number 3 Villa this time. And the Coyotes have regained the serve and a 6-point lead at 11-5 here in set 2. So again, thanks for being here with us. Everybody that has made it here anyways. We've had 115 of you tune in so far, and we do appreciate each and every one of you. Coyotes now with a chance to set up some offense. It is Villasenor that goes to the far side of the floor, but a little too far. It will land wide and make it an 11-6 score. So Eunice will head back to serve yet again, trailing by 5 and down a set. This one is across. Young gets to it, and it will be Rice from way back to try to get it across. She does, but it lands wide, and it's 11-7. Have number 5 is Michaela Pierce doing the serving on the Cardinals side right now. And getting to that one was Hernandez, but a good defensive play by the Cardinals to keep it going. Rice will dig that one out. And this one, a huge knock that comes down and all the way across back to the Coyotes. And quick hands that time by Hennard to keep it alive. Now we have a double hit called, and it will go against the Cardinals as Villasenor will head back once again to serve for Tatum. Well, it seemed that way, but Villasenor is going to get a breather here from Coach Pierce, as that will bring in number 14, Drannon Young, the sophomore. She gets her first serve across as it hits the tape and falls to the floor for yet another Coyote score. 13-7 your score now, as Young will head back again. This one, Drannon Young, Aubrey wearing number 2 in the white jersey. Miscue defensively this time for the Cardinals will make it 14-7. Doubled up are the Eunice squad, and they'll take a timeout here. We will too, as it's 14-7 in set 2. Your Coyotes leading the way. We'll be back in just a moment.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game, and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, back out of a timeout break here. Timeout called by the Eunice Cardinals as they find themselves down by 7, 14-7 here in set 2. Also dropping set 1, 25-17. This time, there's a violation on the serve from Drannon Young and the Coyotes that ends up costing the Coyotes a point, as she was across the line before she served it. That'll make it 14-8 now. Eunice trailing, but getting the serve back here. And this one goes long. So just trading back and forth right now are the two sides, making that one a 15-8 score now, and Tatum will get the serve back here. We are in set number 2. And that serve comes across from Georgia Weir, one of the 3 seniors on this Coyote squad. Hernandez with the chance there. One of the other seniors. It is defended well, but nobody got to the ball after the initial touch. Another Coyote score as that one falls to the floor yet again. Now off the serve. This one will end up going wide, so handing the service back over are the Coyotes. And the Cardinals will serve down 16-9. Aubrey Young pops that up, then Weir. Then Rice comes with it, and they're going to say it falls just in this time for another Coyote score. So another kill for Rice, who has had a couple of tough matchups the last 2 home games anyways, as just unlucky where the ball has been falling off her hands. This time gets another one down. That's second that I can think of off the top of my head for her. Hernandez gets this one across for the Coyotes, up by 8. 17-9 here. Set 2, big block this time from Hennard, and that one falls to the floor, making it 18-9 Tatum. As back and forth as the first set was, this one's pretty much been all Coyotes here in set 2. Across again is Hernandez with the serve. They'll set it up and try to get it across. Will the Cardinals? They do. It'll be Hennard to pop it back over for the Coyotes. The Cardinals set it up again, and yet another attempt. Weir gets to it first, then Mariscal. Weir pops it back over the net. Cardinals with another attempt here to set it up. It's McGuire that goes way long this time and makes it a 19-9 score in favor of the Coyotes. They'll get the serve back here. Who will it be? The senior, Nikki Hernandez. Hernandez gets it across. It is played. Miscommunication, but still getting to it are the Cardinals, and that's just how it goes. You've got to be persistent. They did get to it. Now the Coyotes with the chance. They'll pop it back across off the fingertips of McGuire, I believe, and out, and now it's 20-9. Coyotes will serve again, 5 points away from a second set victory here in as many sets. As Hernandez goes back, gets it across, it hits the tape and falls just in front of a diving number 21. So 21-9 your score here now. Tatum on a roll over Eunice until Hernandez did that, and it falls short of the net. That'll make it 21-10 here with the Cardinals getting the serve back. So now clarification, number 21 is Haley Jones for the Cardinals, so we will at least get that much right. 22-10 your score. Tatum getting the serve back off the last point played. And Aubrey Young giving it right back over. 22-11 now the score. The Cardinals will get it back with a chance. And Jones will serve it. This one lands wide and will be just a couple of points away now from a set victory here for the Tatum Coyotes. So back to serve is Hennard. She'll get it across. This is popped up right at the net. Nice heads-up play there for the Cardinals to get the ball back across. And Mariscal somehow saves that one for Tatum. Who will it be? That is number 10 for the Cardinals getting that one down. That's Mariah McGuire. Quick substitution as Gaetan is out, and in is Malin Bia for the Cardinals. They've got the serve back, trailing by 11. It's 23-12, and into the net goes the serve yet again. So far, it's just been errors that have cost the Cardinals so much in this game, not so much stellar play by the Coyotes, although the Coyotes have played pretty well so far. Set point here at 24-12. Coyotes will keep this alive, have a chance to put it down. They do get it across. The Cardinals trying to stay alive in this set with a chance for McGuire. Mariscal's there and then popped just over the net by Dixon. Unable to return the favor are the Cardinals, and they'll drop set number 2, 25-12 here in Tatum. So the home team now is up 2-0 with a chance to close this out in set number 3. We'll be back in a couple of minutes right here with more Tatum Coyote Volleyball.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
So here we are back again in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thank you for joining us all here as, well, so far it's been all Tatum in this matchup against the Cardinals. The Cardinals, again, having a tough time this season. Came in with just one win on the year, 13 losses, 0-1 in district play. And the Coyotes have 5-8, but also have a 1-0 district record to help them near the lead of the district as playoff time approaches here in the state of New Mexico. So a 25-17 and 25-12 victory so far for the Coyotes in this one in the 2 sets. Coach Pierce's Coyotes looking pretty good. And the Cardinals just looking to get some momentum here and continue on with the way the season has gone. They're just looking for that momentum, the positive action to carry over. And now still just trying to get all the personnel set for the 2 sides. are their respective coaches. So waiting on the official to blow the whistle for the game to resume here, the matchup, which again has been all Tatum so far. Taylor Skinner, the head coach for the Cardinals, and working as hard as she can to get things rolling the red and black way. Of course, that's the same colors here. This one down for a point for the Cardinals as we start set number 3 here in Tatum. Serve coming across now will be played by the Coyotes, and it will be Hennard to get it back across. Big chance here, and this one goes long and wide for the Cardinals this time, as on the attempted kill that time was number 7, Sarah Reeves. So tied at 1 here. And Tatum with the serve back. It is the senior Hernandez that gets it across. Reeves with a chance here into the tape and down. And that's going to make it 2-1 Tatum. At times you can see a team come in here with just 1 win, 13 losses, and rest on your laurels and try to think it's a pushover. So far, that has not been the case for this Tatum squad. Hernandez serves that into the net, though, and gives it back to the Cardinals side. It'll be Reeves again. Playing it, Hernandez tries to get to it, pops it into the 5th row of the stands in front of us here. And that'll make it a 3-2 lead for Eunice. So Reeves will serve again. Coyotes up 2-0. And this one is wide this time on the serve from Reeves. So we're tied up one more time. 3 apiece here in set 3. And it will be Rice to serve. She's into the net yet again, and it'll go back the other way. 4-3 now the score. Eunice with the lead as Villa will head back to serve. She'll get it across. Hernandez first to touch it. Then Whitman will pop it over on the second touch. Nothing doing as the defense was ready for it, but going wide on the attempt that time were the Cardinals, and unable to get it down was Pierce. So we're tied at 4 yet again. Whitman has come out. Hennard with the serve for Tatum. The defense goes into the net, and unable to play it are the Cardinals, giving the Coyotes their first lead here in set 3 at 5-4. So the Coyotes serve is a cross. The Cardinals with a chance here. Big shot from McGuire is down. Better make sure I got the name right on that, and I did, thank goodness. So a kill there for McGuire to tie this thing back up at 5 here in set 3. As Eunice will head back to serve yet again. And big shot that time. Well defended by the Cardinals. And it'll be Hernandez, then Hennard, and now Villasenor into the net, making it 6-5 Eunice, who have now regained the lead here in set 3. So it will be Pierce back to serve yet again for the Cardinals. 6-5 lead here in set 3, but trailing 2-0. It is Dixon with the chance at the kill. Defense is there for the Cardinals. They'll set it back up, and popping it over was McGuire. And now a hustle play by Hennard to get to that one. Mariscal will pop it back over. And big knock coming here from who is listed at number 1 for the Cardinals, and that is Kara Thompson, and Thompson is able to put it down. 7-5, 2-point lead now here for Eunice, as back again is Pierce. Villasenor with the chance, gets it across, but good defense, and ready with the offense now are the Cardinals. Coyotes are able to defend. Rice gets it over the net. A bit of a miscommunication. Can anybody get to it? No, not this time for Eunice, as they'll drop a point there, making it a 7-6 score and sending the serve back over to Mariscal and the Coyotes. Excuse me. Mariscal gets it across. It is played. I hear a whistle. It's going to be, I guess, an alignment issue. Do they actually score the point? They do, so it will be a 7-all score here as Mariscal gets ready to serve yet again. She will get it across off the hands of Jones and back, and that'll make it 8-7 Tatum. So Valeria Mariscal, one of 3 seniors on this Coyote squad, with yet another opportunity to serve, gets it across. Jones has it, but this time almost straight down on this one. I think we're going to have a timeout here. We do, as Tatum has regained the lead here in set 3, 9-7, and lead it 2-0 over the Eunice Cardinals. We'll be back in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Got to thank all our sponsors, as they are the reason we're here and able to bring you this action today here from Tatum High School in Tatum, New Mexico. Of course, Tatum with a 9-7 lead here over the cross-county rival Eunice Cardinals, who are looking to tighten up a bit. A big block at the net by Villasenor, who saw that one coming and is able to get it down for yet another Tatum score. 10-7 now here. And Tatum already up 2-0. Could put this away in straight sets if they're able to take this third set. That one into the net off the dig that time and makes it 11-7. Tatum's reeled off about 5 or 6 in a row here to regain the lead. It was 7-5 Eunice a moment ago. Now 6 straight points for the Coyotes, make it 7. Oh, or did they get a piece of it? Now it's overruled here at the net by the officials, saying there was a bit of a tip from one of these Cardinal players, as Villasenor and Dixon kind of get tangled up at the net as teammates. 12-7 your score here as Mariscal gets the serve across. It'll hit the tape and fall in play for yet another score, and it's all of a sudden 13-7, 8 straight points reeled off by the Coyotes. So Tatum so far dominating here in this one. Then that one goes off the hands of Jones, off the wall, and third touch, nothing doing for these Cardinals, as it just kept going the wrong direction for them, making it 14-7. The Coyotes have the Cardinals doubled up here and are only 11 away from yet another district victory. Mariscal with the serve. Jones first to get to it. And big knock coming here from the Cardinals. Getting to it was Rice. Hustling was Mariscal, and they're able to get it back across, and it falls just out of play here for the Coyotes, giving the Cardinals life yet again. And they'll have the serve trailing 14-8. But 9 straight points had been reeled off by the Coyotes before that score there. So Coyotes now on the defensive side and are able to get a point down again against the Cardinals to extend their lead to 15-8, get the serve back, and put it in the hands of the junior, Luann Villasenor. Villasenor, again, the team leader, but into the net with that serve to give it back to Eunice. And Eunice just needs to keep plugging away here. They trail it by 6 and by 2 sets here in the third. But the only way to get there is just to keep going. So the serve is across. The Coyotes have to put it back on that third touch. It goes off the hands of Reeves and straight back for yet another Coyote score. And again, it's more errors that have cost the Cardinals in this one than it is the play of the Coyotes, which has not been bad. Do not get me wrong. They have looked really good at times. Don't want to take anything away from them. Georgia Weir in, and she gets the serve across. It misses the rafters somehow. One hand putting it back across. It looked like it was Hennard. Now a long knock that just travels beyond the regulation playing surface there. And down for another Coyote point. Weir to serve again, up 17-9. This one falls in. Did they call it in? Yes, they did. Okay, it looked in from here, but I've got a tough angle as it is now 18-9, doubled up again are the Cardinals against these Tatum Coyotes. This one will go wide from Weir and fall out of play to make it 18-10. Give the serve back over to the Cardinals. And give them a chance to get back in this one. Sydney Rice gets it across the net, then miscommunication by 4 different black shirts leads to yet another point for the Coyotes, making it 19-10 here. They will get the serve back. It will be Aubrey Young back to do the honors for Tatum. That one is played by Jones at the back, and now a shot here by Pierce into the net, unfortunately though, and that'll make it 20-10 Tatum. So Eunice finds themselves 5 points away from a district loss here as Young goes into the net this time with her serve and gives it back over to the Cardinals side. 20-11. Cardinals trail, but they are serving here. It will be Reeves coming across. Young towards the bench, played by Mariscal, and then Weir will put it back across for the Coyotes. This time the Cardinals, despite the miscommunication, get it back across, and Mariscal with a chance at a kill, played well by the defense of Eunice, and they'll set it up again. Who will it be? Hennard, this time going far side, trying to get an angle at it, could not, and Eunice has scored a couple in a row, trail it 20-12. Reeves back to serve again. So 3 Cardinals at the net. As Reeves gets it across, Young misplays it off the front of her hands and straight down to make it a 20-13 score. So Eunice has reeled off a couple more, giving them a bit more confidence, and this one, the tape unkind to the Cardinals that time as it actually sprung the ball back towards the Cardinals and down to make it, I've got it at 21-13 here. Is that what the score? They're still showing 20-13 on the scoreboard. Now up to 21-13. Serve off the hands of the Cardinals and down to make it 22-13 as Young will head back. And this one again, number 14, not Aubrey, but Drannon Young here for Tatum. 22-13 the score. This one down and popped over. What a quick reaction for the Cardinals to get it back down. And this one, they say, will fall just in play on the back line to make it 23 now to 13. 2 points away from a match victory and a 2-0 district record for these Coyotes. Drennan Young's serve is played on the back by Jones, straight forward under the net to make it a match point here for the hometown Coyotes. Got a feel for the Cardinals and the season that they've had so far, and just the toughness of the young ladies to keep plodding away and do what they can. Young now to Weir. Weir will set it towards the middle, put back over by Drennan Young. Villasenor pops it up, then Weir, then back to Villasenor. She'll put it across, and nicely done on the back line by the defense of the Cardinals. but it'll set up the Coyotes for yet another offensive chance. This one towards the net, and that will do it here from Tatum as the Cardinals are unable to keep that one in play. 25-13 on this third set, 25-12 and 25-17 the score so far, 3-0. Your Coyotes with the victory. We'll be back in a moment to wrap things up here from Tatum.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
All right, we are back here in Tatum where the Coyotes in straight sets defeat the Cardinals here tonight. And let me get Coach's headset ready to go. Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, good deal. Now 2-0 in district play. And seems like tonight a little bit different story than it was against Jal just a couple of nights ago, whereas Eunice had error after error. You told me early in the season this is a game of errors, and it certainly proved true tonight.
You know, it did, and you know, they jumped out on us quick in the first set because we made way too many errors, you know, receiving errors, and then just, you know, I think a lot of it is, you know, it's just this time of the year, everybody's kind of playing in their own head, and they need to get out of there. There's not enough space up there for everybody to play around.
You know, I think Eunice came out and in the first set really hung pretty well with you guys, and you guys were able to make a quick run at the end, and then set 2 and 3, it seems like you guys were just in control. Do you attribute that to some of their errors or more to the style of play your team had tonight and their success?
Well, you know, I think it's a combination of both.
Right.
I think that, you know, they made probably some unforced errors that they're not used to making. They had a kid go down last week, so they're kind of in a discombobulation. They're kind of out of sorts because somebody that's always been right there the whole season's not there, and you got a new kid coming in, and so, you know, this really is the first game with the new person in play where the other one went down. So, you know, that can play with your head and with your mind and what's going on. And then, you know, I think we did a pretty good job of keeping them off balance. And, you know, we talked about earlier that this is a game where you got to keep the other side off balance, and that's what we've worked on, is keeping people off balance.
I think it worked certainly tonight. I can see where the communication issues came into play for Eunice in this one. As any time you have miscommunication, ball's going to hit the floor, and that's never a good thing. Let's look forward here as we move on. Tuesday, you are at Loving, your first real road test of district play. What do you know about the Falcons?
You know, we played them early. They were our first game of the season at the Eunice tournament, and they're a very good squad. I don't look for them to be really any different than they were because they're very successful in what they were doing. So I don't look for them to have changed a whole terrible lot. We have, though. So I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be, you know, it'll be one to play, that's for sure. You know, the thing is we have to drive there. So, Just
It's
depends
always
on what
tough.
team gets off the bus.
It is.
You know?
It could be tough. Again, you'll be back here a week from tonight
Yes.
against Hagerman, hosting them. What do you know about Hagerman?
Big.
Yeah.
They're big in the middle. And Monica's been there for so long, and it doesn't matter. She's going to find a way to get the best out of everybody she can get. So that'll be another one. I don't think there's any game in our district that can be taken for granted. You can't look past anybody because even though we controlled Eunice today, they're still a good squad.
Yeah.
Like I said, they had that injury, and that just it created a hole. And so there's going to be miscommunication because the one person that usually is there is not there. It's a new person who's trying to find their way. It's just a lot of different things like that. But I look for them. And that little girl, she was on crutches and she was walking pretty good. So in the next couple of weeks, she ought to be back. So they'll be a different squad when you see them again.
Yeah, it seems like that. Anybody I've seen more than once this season, it's always been different. Do want to congratulate you on the 2-0 start in district
Thank
play.
you.
Hopefully, by the time I talk to you again next week, we're 3-0, looking at 4-0
Hey.
in district play. But again, a tremendous job. Lots of growth with this team this season, and some new faces getting some minutes tonight that really contributed.
Drennan played well today. That little part, she's been working on that serve. She's been working on that left back defense, and she's young. She's a sophomore, so of course there's 5 sophomores on this team, and so
Right.
we're still pretty young, and everywhere we look. But when you get to be in this point of the game, nobody's young anymore. You've had lots of experience. So
There you are, veteran, young squad
exactly,
that we have here.
you're a veteran now. You're a veteran now. But I just want to thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it.
We love being here. I'm glad I'm able to be here. It's more fun for me than it is for anybody, and I get paid, so it's never a bad deal.
You get the best of both worlds right there.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go celebrate with the team once again. We'll see you next Thursday. And I'll give a reminder to the fans that tomorrow night in Clayton, I'll be making the long trip to watch Coyote football against those Yellow Jackets.
Let's go Coyote football.
It's a long ways, but I think they're ready for it.
I think so too. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Again, for Jason Kuhn on the camera, and for everybody involved, including Tiffany Stuber, who we could not do this without, and make it sound anywhere near decent. We're so grateful to her. I'm Dusty Wyndham. We'll see you again tomorrow night.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered. Legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season.